Welcome to a live session, second live session of the NPTEL MOOCs course on Computer Vision and Image Processing, Fundamentals and Applications. So this is the second live session of this course. I have received some questions. I've seen some of the questions, like one question is, please explain how to solve radon test from questions. So already we have given the assignments that regarding the radon transformation. The concepts already I have explained in my video lectures. So based on this, I think you can solve the problems. And if you cannot, then I think you can discuss with my TAs for this understanding of the problems in the radon test problem. The second one is, one question is, respected sir, kindly provide opinion to submit assignment 3 and 4. I have not submitted it because of some issues. No, I think you have to submit. I think deadline is over for the assignments. So you have to see the portal, whether the time is available or not. If it is available, then you can submit. Otherwise, there is no provision for submission of the assignments that is long due, 3 and 4. And one question I have seen in my portal, in the low-cost stereo vision application, is it possible to consider the alternative frame of a single camera as images captured by one camera and other set of alternative frames as images from another camera? So that is the point, the question raised by one student. And in continuation of this question, as my understanding, the depth information cannot be calculated in this case. Yes, that is true. Could you please name few applications which are possible with such a setup? So he mentioned about that with a single camera, is it possible to get the depth information? That means he wants to make a stereo vision setup with a single camera. And already you mentioned that it is not possible. I also confirm you that it is not possible. So that question is that whether with a single camera, is it possible to go for stereo vision? The only one camera is available, and considering some of the frames for one view and considering remaining frames for another view, is it possible to get the stereo information? So it is not possible. For stereo, already I have explained, you need the disparity information. So maybe you can you have to consider two cameras, and based on these cameras, you can get the disparity information, and from the disparity information, you can determine the depth information. The depth you can determine from the disparity. So that is why you need two cameras. From one camera, it is not possible to get the depth information. That is the question I have seen in my portal. So that is the answer to this question. That is, with a single camera, it is not possible to get the depth information. So we need minimum two cameras to get the depth information. Okay, this is about the questions. What about the live questions? No? I cannot see the live questions. So if you have any questions, then you can put the question in the chat box. I can reply. And I think you have enjoyed the course. These video lectures. So what is the live question? No, I have not seen any questions. Saurabh Biswas, he wrote something, but I am not getting here in the chat box. He mentioned about the assignment number, some assignments, 4 and 5. So I think the solutions are uploaded by my TAs. Already I told them to upload my solutions. So you can see the solutions, but I am not getting your questions in the set box. So if you have any questions, then you can put in the set box. So the first part of the course that is almost ending. So first part of the course is mainly the image acquisition, video acquisition, concept of camera. The camera is very important, the concept of camera calibration. And after this, we discussed the concept of image processing, image transformation. And after this, we have discussed the concept of feature extraction. Now I will go to the pattern classifications. So finally, we'll go for the pattern classification and finally some of the applications. So one question I have seen, Raghav Gupta. Sir, will the paper be based on assignments? Yes, yes. So whatever the assignments we are giving, so you may expect similar type of questions in the examination. So you have to see the assignments, and if possible, you have to do some problems. The image processing problems, these are available in the book by Gonzalez, Image Processing by Gonzalez. You can see some of the problems. And the other problems you have to see from the assignments. So your exam question will be similar to this. Saurabh says that sir, the assignment solutions are fully black. Fully black. I couldn't understand. What is the sir? The assignment solutions are fully black. Week 1 to 4. What do you mean by fully black? Black means that means these solutions are not uploaded. That you want to mention, Saurabh? That is your question, that the assignment solutions are not available in the portal. Is the question that one? As per the NPTEL procedure, the TA should upload the questions and answers. And all the answers they have to upload in the portal. So if it is not done, today I will tell them because already I told them to upload all the solutions, and there are many mails regarding this to upload the solutions of the assignments. There is no answers in the PDF. No, I think it is available in the portal. Is it available in the portal, the solutions? The solution should be uploaded in the portal. I don't know about the format. It may be in the PDF or not. I don't know about this, but it should be uploaded in the portal. And Birendra, he mentioned, what is Birendra's question? How to identify or segregate the shiny part of an image when captured from a camera? Okay, that is actually the shiny part is the specular part. So I have explained some of the radiometric concepts like the specularity, how to detect the specularity. So there are two types of surfaces. One is the Lambresian surface, another one is the specular surface. So there are some methods, many algorithms are available to separate out the specular surfaces from the Lambresian surfaces. Lambresian means diffuse surfaces. So if you read some papers, the specularity can be removed from the background. From the foreground, you can remove. In medical image processing, it is a complete problem, because whenever I take some images or videos in the medical, particularly medical applications, like suppose if I consider endoscopic images, colonoscopic images, inside the body, because of the presence of the fluid, I have specular reflections. So because of the specular reflection, the problem in the segmentation. So before the segmentation, what we can do, we can remove the specular reflections from the rest of the reflections. That is the detection of the specularity. So that is one important problem in computer vision, how to remove specularity, the specular component from the image. Hello, Birendo, he mentioned how, hello sir, how to identify or secret this, that already I have explained. That is the specular part. Shiny part means the specular reflection. Saurabh, I think these answers are available in the portal. So if it is not available in the portal, then today also I will tell them, because all the solutions already I have given, they should upload. So they have actually all the solutions and they should upload the solutions. So for your exam, the problems will be similar to your assignment questions. And I would like to advise you that for image processing part, you can solve some problems from the book by Gonzalez, Image Processing by Gonzalez. You can see that book, you will get many problems, and these problem solution you will be getting. Saurabh says I mail all black PDF. What do you mean by black PDF? What do you mean by black PDF? Blank or black? Black. Blank or black? Okay, then today I think they will upload the solutions. Assignment PDFs, yes. It's a blank. Oh, okay, blank PDFs. So I think they have they have uploaded the blank PDF. I don't know about this, but they have to upload all the solutions. Birendo, again, Birendo, he asked me another question. Please elaborate GLCM in a real-time application where the texture classification is done. So GLCM is the gray level co-occurrence matrix, GLCM, the gray level co-occurrence matrix. So you can extract texture information by considering GLCM. So suppose you have a one image, the texture image is available. So from that image, you can determine the GLCM, gray level co-occurrence matrix. And from the gray level co-occurrence matrix, you can determine some of the features or parameters like entropy, homogeneity. So there are many parameters, skewness. So all these parameters you can determine from the GLCM. And these are the features for image classification. So first, you have to determine the GLCM features from the input image. So you will be getting features, and that is the feature vector you can determine. After getting the feature vector, based on the pattern classification techniques, you can classify the images based on the texture information. That is the GLCM. So one thing is also important. The features of GLCM depends on the displacement vector. The displacement vector I have explained in my lecture. So displacement vector is suppose 1, 1. Another vector is 1, 2. So based on this displacement vector, you will be getting features. And these features you can consider for constructing the feature vector. So you will be getting the feature vector, and based on this feature vector, you can do the classification. So Another question is Sridhar, assignment solution for this week. Any one have? So assignment solution should be uploaded by TAs. They have all the solutions. So I think they will upload the solutions. So today I will tell them to upload the solutions because this is very important to see the solutions. So Birendra, again he is asking, but how to identify the displacement vector? No, you have to define the displacement vector. Suppose you are considering 0, 1, 1, 1 like this, you can consider some of the displacement vectors. And based on the displacement vector, you can determine the GLCM features. And with the help of these features, you can do the classifications. So suppose you have seen the texture, some type of textures. So if you feel that this displacement 1 and 2, 1, 2, that is good, then you can consider this one. So you have to see the image, and from the image, you can roughly you can identify that if I consider this 1 and 2, then you can extract the texture information more clearly or more appropriately. So then you can consider that displacement vector, and based on the displacement vector, you can get the GLCM features. Sumit Sumit, he write about kindly share some problems based on splitting and merging techniques. So this is a very simple technique, splitting and merging in image segmentation. So even in the Gonzalez book, already I told you, image processing by Gonzalez. So you will get many problems on splitting and merging. So it is based on the splitting and merging is based on the homogeneity. And in the segmentation concept, I have explained one concept, that is the predicate. If the predicate is true, then you have to go for the splitting. You have to go for the merging. So based on homogeneity, if it is homogeneous, you need not go for splitting. If it is not homogeneous, then you have to go for the splitting. And that is actually the concept of the predicate. The predicate concept I have explained in the image segmentation concept. So these splitting, merging problems are available in the book. Better to see the problems available in the book by Gonzalez. Mainly, I have explained the concepts. And it is not possible to discuss all the problems because this is a very huge course. There are so many topics. If I consider problem solving, then I will not be able to cover many things because computer vision course is a very big course, unlimited course, I can say. Still, there are many topics I could not cover. So because of this, problem solving is difficult within this 12 weeks, the 30 hours. So that is why the main concept try to understand, and the problems are available in the books. You try to solve the problems. If you understand the concept, the problem solving is not a difficult one. So another one is that I do not know the name of the students. That is, sir, kindly suggest MATLAB code books for image processing. So even the Gonzalez book is a textbook, and corresponding to this Gonzalez book, you have another book for the MATLAB programming. So you can see this book, the book by Gonzalez. So the MATLAB programmings are also available. Even online also, you can see MATLAB codes. There are many online codes, the MATLAB codes are available corresponding to all the algorithms, whatever I have explained. Suppose GLCM, split and merge technique. So these techniques, all the algorithms, the Kenny edge detection, and the color image processing, you will get many MATLAB programs online. In the internet, you will get many programs. And even that book also you can consider the programming, MATLAB programming, and there's an image processing by Gonzalez. So Topon Nagpal, he mentioned about this. Would topics like bundle adjustment and prospective endpoint be covered in the upcoming lectures? No, that is not the part of this syllabus. This bundle adjustment, that is not the part of the course in computer vision. So that would not be covered. So there are some questions in the chat box in the team. So he mentioned that, sir, all the solutions are available on the NPTEL website of the course. So another question is how to calculate GLCM. So already I have mentioned that corresponding to a particular displacement vector, you can determine the occurrence of a particular pixel pair. So suppose 1, 1 or 1, 2 like this, a particular pixel pair corresponding to a particular displacement vector you have to consider. And based on this, you can determine the GLCM matrix. And this GLCM matrix should be normalized. So I have explained in my class this one. There are many features the GLCM. So all these features you can extract from the GLCM matrix. Sir, how we can perform 75 question use? So I couldn't understand this question. So there is another question from Asit Kumar Mishra. Sir, kindly suggest some Python coding book for image processing. So there are many books you can search in the online. So even the Python codes are available online also. Just you search in the net, suppose the KNES detection, search in the net, you will get the Python code. So from this you can understand. And another one is that sir is upper super resolution technique is the base for image enhancement. No, super resolution is one technique for image quality improvement. So, but image enhancement technique, some things like the noise removal, removing the noise in spatial domain or in frequency domain, or maybe improvement of the contrast, improvement of the brightness. So this method, the traditional method you can apply. And the super resolution is mainly to improve the spatial resolution. So spatial resolution already I have mentioned. So number of pixels per unit distance, that is called the spatial resolution. So that also you can increase by considering the super resolution techniques. So this is the concept, the super resolution. But super resolution is a very good technique. So you can increase the resolution of an image. So another question is from Brinda. Brinda, sir, what is the adaptive thresholding? So adaptive thresholding is In case of the fixed thresholding, we are considering suppose one threshold. Suppose threshold is 150. Based on this, we can take some decisions. So if suppose some value is greater than 150, we can take a particular decision. If it is less than 150, we can take a particular decision. But that is the fixed threshold. That is not applicable in many cases. Suppose in an image, particular image, illumination level may be different for different images. And if I consider a fixed threshold, then this algorithm may not work for different image conditions. The illumination is changing, the contrast is changing. So there are many cases. So the fixed thresholding techniques will not work perfectly for these all the images. So for this, we have to consider the adaptive thresholding. So based on the input conditions, input means the image conditions, the threshold should be automatically adjusted. So whenever I will get the image, particular image, based on the input conditions, illumination condition, maybe some other conditions, background conditions, noise condition, the algorithm should select the threshold, particular threshold. That is the adaptive threshold. In the fixed threshold, it is not possible. And that fixed threshold cannot do all the things for all the images. So suppose if I consider different images, if I consider only the fixed threshold, that algorithm, a particular algorithm may not work properly by considering that fixed threshold. So for this, we need adaptive thresholds. So another question is from Ranjan Kumar Beher. Sir, will the exam questions will be numericals or concept based? No, it is mainly based on numericals. But your concept is important. Without this concept, you cannot solve the numerical problems. So it will be very similar to your assignment questions. So try to do the assignment questions and some of the questions from the book by Gonzalez. And if you can solve these problems, I think the exam problem may not be difficult. So you can do this one. So again, another questions. Sir, super resolution techniques is best for medical images. No, for some of the medical cases, it is good, but for all the cases, it might not be good because during the super resolution techniques, we do some manipulations. And because of these manipulations, if the information is distorted, then that is not good. Suppose we need some fine details, very minute details from the input image. But because of the super resolutions, the distortion, that means the information is lost, then the super resolution is not good. But in many cases, it is also good. Suppose if I consider some polyp detection, cancer detection, and if I improve the resolution of the image, that is good. But for some of the applications, it may not be good. Another one is the Raghav Gupta. Sir, how many questions will be there in the paper and what will be the weightage for each section? So there will be 50 questions in the exam. That is the case. So the questions, I think maybe 2 marks, something like this. So there will be 50 questions in the exam. So mainly the numerical questions. And if you understand the concept, I think it is not a difficult one, but the problems will be numerical. That is, these questions will be numericals. So Sanjay Kumar Goswami. Sanjay Kumar, good afternoon. So Raghav Gupta, he mentions, sir, any tips for preparing numericals? No, just try to understand my videos, the concepts, and after understanding these concepts, some of the problems you have to solve, maybe from the book by Gonzalez, image processing problems. And if you can solve the numericals given in the assignments, that will be also very good. So try to solve the problems and try to solve some problems from the book by Gonzalez, image processing. And even the online also, even in the, if you see the internet, you will get many questions, and from these questions you can understand. So Saurabh বিশ্বাs, what is your upcoming courses in NPTEL? So in the next July, that means this July, 2023 July, there will be one new course. The course is machine learning and deep learning. So that course, we have completed the recording. I think you will get many things in that course. The understanding the mathematical concepts. So that course will be a very difficult course because the mathematics is mainly mathematics. So first part will be the machine learning, complete machine learning, and remaining part, the last two parts will be on deep learning techniques. So this he mentions, sir, kindly suggest some books for super resolution techniques. No, the books are not important. There are no books on super resolution. You have to download some research papers. There are many techniques on super resolution. If you search into Google, you'll get some papers. But if you have IEEE subscription or the Elsevier subscription, you will get some papers, the super resolutions. So mainly you have to see the latest research papers on super resolution. The books, it is not available. Books, one or two books may be available, but I think instead of consulting the books, better to see the research papers. So another question from Priya Sen. Sir, what is the weightage of marks will be taken from the assignment and from exam? I think that information is available in the website, NPTEL website. I don't know about this. I think in the NPTEL website, that guideline is available. So I think better to submit all the assignments. At least you will get some weightage. And from the end sum, from the last exam, that is the end term exam, final exam, I think this is the maximum weightage from the last exam. So assignments also you have to submit, then you will get some marks. And the final that examination, that is also important. That is because the weightage is more for the final exam. So if you have any questions, then you can ask me the questions in this second live session of the course, Computer Vision and Image Processing. So this is the second interactions with you, and there will be another 2 live sessions. So again, another question, sir, there is any machine learning techniques present for 3 or 4 different types of image classifications? Yes, there are many machine learning algorithms. For image classification, you can apply the Bayesian classification, the Bayes classifications. Even you can go for support vector machines, KNN techniques. There are many techniques for classifications. Supervised classification you can apply. And if you go for the clustering, you can go for unsupervised clusterings. So these techniques you can apply for classifications, image classification. So first you have to extract the features, and after this you have to go for the machine learning or pattern classification algorithms. Shiva Prasad, is there is any effective way to solve assignment problem? Please suggest. Effective way means you have to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, then it is not a problem, difficult problem. So you see my videos, and corresponding to this, there are many materials in the internet. So you can download these materials from the internet, and you can just match with my lectures, in my video lectures, and you can see these materials. And also the book like Gonzalez or A.K. Jain book, you can see, and you can understand the concepts. So Birendra, he mentioned, if suppose based on text analysis, we want to find defect in an object, there is how to go about it. Yes. So suppose defect means some deformation in the object. It is taking place. So suppose the object is a textured object. The texture is present in the object. That is the textured object. So because of this deformation, because of some problems, the deformation of the texture take place. So if you see my background here in my live session, you can see the texture. But something happened, the texture will be deformed. So similarly, or considering a textured object, the deformation of the texture you can consider. So you can extract features. That is, a feature is the texture features. And based on the texture features, you can do the classification. Classification means the deformation of the textures corresponding to a particular object. The object that what you mentioned, the defects in an object. So defects in the object you can determine. So the texture, because based on the texture deformation, you can get some idea that deformation of the object, the defects in the object. So based on the texture, you can do the classification. You can recognize. So you can recognize the defects in an object. So Suppose you can see my background, it is texture pattern. The background is now texture. So if I have some deformation, the texture deformation take place. And based on this deformation, I can predict that there is some problem in the object. Shiva Prasad, thank you. Priya Sen, thank you. So any questions? If you have any questions, then you can put your questions in the chat box. So I have only 15 minutes. So if you have any questions, then you can ask me. So Raghavendra Gupta, he mentioned, Raghav Gupta, will theory-based MCQ be asked in the yes, one or not many, around 20% course on theory-based, and remaining questions will be numerical based. So only maybe 20% course or 20% questions on theory based, and remaining questions on mainly the numerical questions. Even for the numerical questions, your understanding should be good. If you can understand the concept, then it is not a difficult one. So another question I have seen by Birendra. Birendra, he mentioned about the foreground and background of image sense depends upon ROI. No, no. What is the meaning of this? 40% background of the image changes depending on upon ROI. Yes, that I understand your question. Suppose if I consider the region, suppose in a medical image, giving the example. So suppose the tumor or the cancer is available. So that is the region of interest, and that will be the foreground, and rest will be the background. And similarly, I can give another example. Suppose in a video surveillance, so I have will be this remaining that remaining part will be the background. So that is why your answer is correct. That is your this region. It depends on the region of interest. Yes. So digital inpainting and super resolution, which one is the best? No, digital inpainting is one technique and super resolution is another technique. So you can see some latest paper like the compressive sensing, some of the papers like compressive sensing, and some of the papers like that you can see some papers on that sparse and redundant representation. So there are many papers on compressive sensing, the sparse and the redundant representations. Even now the deep learning techniques are also available. So for digital inpainting now, the adversarial networks, the generative adversarial networks are used. So the inpainting techniques are also good, but inpainting means the missing information that is filled up. And I think the super resolution is better in many cases. Inpainting is nothing but that interpolation, the filling the gaps. So this is the super resolution is better in many cases as compared to inpainting. But in the inpainting also, there are many latest techniques like the adversarial network, the generative adversarial networks are employed for inpainting techniques. So you can see some papers on adversarial networks. It is called the generative adversarial networks. Another question is the super resolution technique will be helpful in reconstruction of medical images for better visualization? So reconstruction problem is different. So anyhow, the super resolution you will get the image enhancement technique. So for better visualization, image enhancement technique, you can apply the super resolution techniques, the inpainting techniques, but the reconstruction problem is different. So your reconstruction problem and super resolution problem is different. So another question is Sanjay Kumar. Sir, exam offline or online? It is online. Exam will be online. So the Priya Sen, she mentioned about sir, how we can find statistical moments from the image. So image is available. So from the image you can determine the moments, the first order moment, second order moment, all the moments you can determine. So if you consider the zero order moment, that is the centroid. So from the pixel information directly you can determine the image moments. So if you see my equations, equation already I have explained in my class. So you can determine the zero order moment, M00, M11. So all the moments you can determine from the image pixel information. So from the pixel information, you can determine all the moments. And in my class also, I have explained there are 7 moment invariants. So with the help of these 7 moment invariants, you can represent a particular image. So the 7 moment invariants are available, and these are invariant to affine transformation like translation, rotation, scaling. So that concept also I have explained in my lecture. So another one is what will be the question paper pattern of the exam? So exam question paper will be objective types, multiple choices questions, MCQ type. So 4 options will be there, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe yes or no type. And you have to answer these MCQ type questions. And mainly some theory questions, theory type, based on the theory concepts. So around 20% questions and remaining 80% on numerical base. So based on the mathematics, based on your concepts, you can answer the numerical type questions. So do you have any questions? We have only another 10 minutes. So this is the second live session of the course. So Komal, will it be possible to give online exam from anywhere or should be given from a specific area? So that information is available in the NPTEL website. I think some online exam centers are available. So you have to go to the center to give the exam. So for appearing the exam, you have to go to that particular center. So that information is available in the NPTEL website. So you have to contact the NPTEL for this. So if you have any questions, then you can put the questions in the chat box. So we have remaining 7 or 8 minutes. This you mentioned, sir, kindly provide at least one video lectures which explain all the assignment solutions. No, already this is the course, already recorded course. Now the new recording is not possible. Maybe what you can do, you can discuss with the TAs. Maybe you can just send the email to the TAs and maybe you can fix one online meeting with the TAs. Then I think they can give the solutions. Otherwise, all the solutions are available in the portal, should be available in the portal. If it is not available in the portal, I will tell my TAs to upload the solutions. Otherwise, this is the recorded course. This course was developed before 2-3 years, before 2 years, I think, before 2 years. So now the additional recording is not possible. There are many things, many concepts. So the numerical problems for each and every topic will be very difficult. If you read from the starting from the course, there are so many topics. For all the topics, the problem solving is very difficult because this is a 30 hours course and computer vision course is a very big course. There are many things to cover. Even I could not cover many things in this course because of this time limitation. So covering all the concepts within this 12 weeks, it is quite difficult for a course like computer vision. For other courses like image processing, it is easy. But computer vision, there are many concepts, the new concepts are coming. So at least I am discussing the fundamental concepts so that you can understand the book. If you read the books, then you can understand. If you read the papers, research papers, then you can understand. But all the topics, the discussion of all the topics, it is not possible in this course. So corresponding to a particular topic, you have to download some research papers and you can understand the problems. So that is the objective of this course, so that you can understand the fundamental concepts of both image processing and computer vision. We have another 4 or 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, then you can put the questions in the chat box. So there will be another 2 live sessions. One will be in the month of April, another will be also month of April or maybe May. In the April, both the online live sessions. Okay, I have another 1 or 2 minutes. If you don't have any questions, then I have to conclude this live session. So if you have any questions, then you can put. Otherwise, we have to conclude this session. So another 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. So Birendra, thank you. And I do not know this name, the latest government job 2021. I do not know your name, so just thank you. So one question from this I have seen, sir, what companies need CBAPI as a job role? So in many companies, you need the CBI, computer vision and image processing. Many companies are available, and also the machine learning. And another one is, sir, this course is valid for lifetime. Yes, definitely. This is the most important course. This is emerging topics. So this computer vision image processing is the most important course. Okay, so your name is Gobind. Gobind. Gobind, thank you. So you see my video, the Gobind, and if you have any problems, then you can discuss with my TS. Okay, then I think we need to conclude this session. So thank you all for joining this live session. This is the second live session of the course Computer Vision and Image Processing, Fundamentals and Applications. So there will be another live session in the month of April. So I hope you can join in that live session. And already I told you, these problem solutions will be available in the portal. And if you have any doubts in this course, you can interact with my TAs. They are available. So they are actually the PhD students. I think they should help you. So thank you very much. So I have to conclude this session. Thank you.